Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be my Rolling 10 Project Pan finale for 2022. So this project pan was my year-long project pan where I took 10 makeup items at any given time and my goal was to complete them. The ultimate goal of completed products that I wanted to do was 22 items, and we are going to round it up right now. We are going to show you the final little bit of what I did in December and talk about my goals and overall how many things I ended up accomplishing. If these kind of videos are interesting to you, definitely hit that like button. Also hit the subscribe button because all of my new project pans are coming out. I'm slowly rolling out my finales and stuff because I got sick, so I'm a little behind on things, but I am catching up now. So today will be the finale for my Rolling 10, and I think my introduction will either be going up tomorrow or the next day. So just make sure to hit the subscribe button and let's just go ahead and jump into my finale. So like I said, I worked on 10 products at a time and these are all the final numbers. Ultimately, I did want to finish 22 items and I knew I really had to push in December to finish even a couple more to get closer to my goal. So that is what I did. First product is something that has been in all year. So you guys will be seeing the full compilation of every little bit of progress that I've had this year. And it was my Milani bronzer. So this guy has gone through a lot of changes over the year. It wasn't really that empty at the beginning either. It did have pan already at the beginning of the year, but as you guys saw, it was like this little tiny bit in the center. And then I was having issues with it developing hard pan, so I used the tape trick. I used a spoolie on it. I would just scrape at it and take some loosely onto like a brush and stuff. I tried all kinds of things and then ultimately I ended up just repressing it entirely. I ended up putting a little bit of extra product into it, like some eyeshadows and some other things, old contours, into this to kind of see if it would help the hard pan. Repressing it really kind of fixed it for me, which was nice, but it also made it a little bit more crumbly and a lot more delicate. So I ended up going through it pretty quickly. And then as we have known or grown to know, after living, the house that I live in, we live in Florida, and like most houses here, the entire house is tile. Like the whole house is like these big brown tiles and they are unforgiving. So this guy ended up getting repressed a couple times because I would accidentally drop it or like even lightly dropping it. It would shatter, so it got repressed a lot and it ended up being really, really flaky and I went through it really quick. So I don't want to say that this is like normal progress on a bronzer, but I ended up using it 11 more times in December, bringing my total number of uses out of this bronzer to 159. It's a lot of use. I used it 159 times in a year. That's wild. That's a lot because I don't wear makeup every day, so that to me is a lot. And guys, this guy, it's finished. It does look like there's a little bit left in the center, but it's like, it's just stained. There's really nothing in there that I could actually use. I probably just need to wipe this so it looks a little bit nicer, but it's done. It's gone, which thank goodness, because this packaging has been broken, I think all year or the majority of the year. No, I think it was broken all year. I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to pan this in the first place was because it was broken packaging. But yeah, we finished it. So this actually makes the 10th product that I finished this year. And if you're hearing that number going, Christina, this is only your 10th product? Yeah. Spoiler, I did not hit my goal this year, but I did good. I finished a whole bronzer in a year, which, like I said, it went through a lot in this year, and I don't think that's normal. If I had never broken it, if I had never needed to repress it, I don't know if I would have potentially like finished this whole thing. Finishing an entire bronzer is crazy. So this is a huge accomplishment. I am so incredibly thrilled to have this out of here too, because this broken packaging has been driving me crazy. Clap for myself, clap for myself. I feel really good about that. Moving on to the next one. This one is another one that has gone through so many repressings this year. And it's my Pixie by Petra Blush Duo. So originally at the beginning of the year, this was like split halfway down. It was a blush on one side and a highlight on the other, and you swirl it together to get your blush color. I dropped it. I honestly dropped this product so much. It's like it's cursed and honestly just wants to be broken. It has even broken in my makeup bag a couple times, and yeah, it's gone through a lot, but it has been repressed. I also frankened this one. I added some more eyeshadows to it and made it a little bit more pink, a little bit more wearable, because once it broke the first time when I repressed it, when it got repressed, it was like the highlight was super strong and it was really more of a highlight, and I wanted it to be a blush. So I ended up adding some pink eyeshadows and some reds to it to make it more pink, and I think it came out beautifully. Over the last month, I used it 9 more times, bringing my yearly total to 56 uses, which isn't a ton in comparison to like the bronzer, but I didn't use the same blush every day. You guys know if you watched my empties video, this video right here, if you want to go watch it. If you watched that video, then you know I went through I think three blushes this year, so I was definitely using other blushes a lot, and I did accomplish a lot in finishing blush. This just wasn't one of them. As you guys can see, I have hit pan on it again, which is a huge accomplishment on its own with the powder blush, especially because this one was repressed, has been repressed and added to. So I actually feel really happy about where this is right now. It has changed so much over the year. I still really enjoy it. I don't think I'm gonna throw this in a project pan right now, but I will continue to work on it and maybe later on throw it into my rolling tin again. I do want a bit of a break from it being in a project, but it is still on my mind to finish it for 2023. But regardless, I think the amount of use I got out of it and just the enjoyment I got out of it, I think is an accomplishment as well. Moving on to the next one, which is my BH Cosmetics lip gloss. I will show you guys pictures of it, but I don't physically have it on me right now because I misplace lip products all the time. My lip products grow legs. The last time I saw it was in my living room, and I looked under my couch because I was like, oh, maybe I hid it under my couch. I don't know, it wasn't there. So I will continue to look for it. It's under something somewhere, I'm sure. Over the last month, I used it 5 more times, bringing my total number of uses for the year, or since it's been rolled in, to 20, which isn't a ton. Even though I don't have it physically on me right now, it's not finished, and I thought after that many uses it would be finished. Like, these glosses surprised me. They're a duo set, and I had one of each in 2 different project pans. And I didn't finish either of them, and I thought they would be easy products. So these glosses surprised me a lot. Maybe I underestimated them 100%. But that one isn't finished, unfortunately. But I did make really good progress on it. Those are really nice lip glosses. It still sucks that BH Cosmetics like doesn't really exist anymore, but they were really nice lip glosses. Next up is my Forest Green eyeliner, which I can tell you I used once over the last month, bringing my yearly total to 39 uses, and I need to sharpen it, but my pencil sharpener is broken. So as you can see, there's no point. I can't use this anymore. I need to get a new pencil sharpener. Next item though is, luckily, number 11 on the successful product line, and that is my Colourpop lip tint in Z Boys, which you guys know I love this lip tint. It cannot be rolled up anymore. I did dig out a little bit, but you guys know I don't really like doing that. I find it very inconvenient and not something that really appeals to me, so I don't dig out my lip products too often. I know there's probably still a lot of product in there, but again, it's just not something that appeals to me. And I end up, if I scrape it out and put it into something, I end up forgetting about it and then it goes bad. I try to do as much as I can, but like I said, it is completely flat in there. Now I can't roll it up anymore, and I did dig out a little bit on the side to put on the other day to like really finish it out. I ended up using this 14 more times, bringing my yearly total to 40 uses out of this, and it took 40 uses to finish it, which I didn't have much. I think, again, you guys will be seeing the compilation pictures, but I think it was only like a little tiny bit of product in there. So you get a lot of use out of these lip tints, and I loved this color. You guys have heard me talk about this over the years. I've had it for, I think, 3 years now, and ever since I've bought it, I just think it's a beautiful lip tint. It's so comfortable. The color was really flattering on my skin tone and just made me feel good. It didn't dry my lips out. It wore really well. It didn't like move around a lot. Just really good formula on these. I hope Colourpop still has these. Honestly, haven't bought anything from Colourpop in a while. I don't know. It seems like stuff is happening with their company. I feel like I don't hear about them as much over the last couple of months. So I don't know if something's going on with that, but these, when they had them, if they don't have them anymore, really, really nice. I should probably do research. I am so bad at keeping up to date on the makeup sphere at the moment. I just don't have time to really think about it too much. That is product number 11 for my finishes. And like I said, as you can tell, I'm not gonna hit my goal, but 11 products in a year is still really, really good. After that lip tint, I did say I wanted to try and work on another lip tint, which this one is really my bad for not finishing. I probably could have. And it's the Animal Crossing collab with Colourpop, another lip tint. This one is Orange Cutie. I finished its counterpart at the beginning of the year, so I thought this one would be easy. And honestly, it should have been. I just didn't end up using it. I only ended up using it twice in December, bringing the total amount of uses that I got out of this in this project to 8, because I rolled it in towards the end of the year. So I really didn't do very well on this. I could have gotten more use out of it and I just didn't. Don't feel great about that, but again, this will probably be going into a project pan next year because it's on my radar to finish it. I would like to just get those out. But yeah, I don't feel great about that. I just kind of put it to the side and would look at it and then just never use it. I did throw it on before filming though. So I mean, that counts, right? I actually didn't count that at all. We're down to my last two products that we have to go through for this update, and they're both successes and they're both like, they make me feel good for finishing. This first one that we're gonna talk about is a highlight, which is a big accomplishment, I think. Over the last month, I used it 16 times because I was so determined to get it out of here. I was throwing it all over my face, you guys. I was 10-manning it up with this thing, bringing the total amount of uses I got out of this since throwing it into the project to 25. And I finished it. This was the Smashbox and Casey Holmes trio, and my goal was to finish just the silver one at the top because it was like the only one that really worked for my skin, and I did. I ended up finally finishing this. It had been in another project a couple years ago, and then I repressed it, and so there wasn't really much in there, but like I haven't worn, you guys know, I've said it so many times at this point, I don't really wear highlight. I have no highlight on my face today. All I have on is like a shimmery blush, but no highlight. It's just not something I really reach for anymore. So I've been determined to just kind of get them out of my collection. And this was one of the last ones that I really wanted to use up, and I accomplished it. These two at the bottom, I'm thinking about scraping into a lotion I have in my bathroom, but probably not fully. This one's really, really deep on me. It doesn't look like it would be, but it is. It just leans too warm. And looks funny on me, but this one I can kind of get away with during the summer on my body. This guy is done. This packaging is actually starting to break. It's kind of old. I remember buying this when we were stationed in North Carolina, which was 2 duty stations ago, so like 6 years ago. So it is time for this to go. I really enjoyed it. I think Casey Holmes did a great job on this collab in general, and I enjoyed having this while I did, and I am so glad I got to finish it and get the entire like worth out of it. And then the last product is another one that is finished. I'm a little sad this one is finished because I actually ended up really loving it, but I have other brow gels, and I rolled in the Benefit Ka-Brow, which all of the logo came off. It just looks like a silver bullet, which is, my husband saw this the other day and he was like, what is that? And I was like, it's eyebrow gel. It screws off. It's eyebrow gel. But yeah, I ended up finishing this. I took the stopper out and got as much as I could, but like there was like nothing coming out on the brush onto my eyebrows, and they weren't holding them up anymore. There was no fibers in them anymore. So I was like, this is probably done. You can't see through it or anything like that. Over the last month though, this number is crazy because I was basically using this every single day. So I ended up using it 10, 20, 25, 29. Sorry, I used this 29 times because like I said, I was basically using it every day. I would just, even on days I wasn't wearing makeup, I would just throw it into my eyebrows. After I wash my face, put my SPF on, eyebrows, done. So I ended up finishing out this product after 62 uses, which is pretty decent. I had a lot of use out of it before that, but not as much as I thought. I honestly thought I would get more use out of this thing for how, it's not expensive, but not cheap either. Decent. I like it. I wish the tone was slightly cooler, but overall, well, it was a nice one. I think mine, again, the logo is off. I think it was number 3. I think that's what it was. And that is the final product that I ended up finishing for 2022, which brings my yearly total to 13 items. So I didn't hit the 22 amount. I was 9 off. But I do, like, I still feel like that's a really good number. Like, I ended up finishing 13 items. That can be a lot. I also had a ton of other items I finished in other project pans. So altogether, I did end up finishing 22 makeup items over the whole year. I finished more than that over the entire year, just not directly in this project. So in my head, it's like, it's still a win. It just wasn't directly from here, but it was still, I still accomplished a lot. Patting myself on the back for this one. I feel like overall I had a really good project panning year. The last like couple of years for me just personally have been really hard, but I really feel like I'm getting back into the groove of things now. I feel like 2023 is really a year I'm focusing on self and on self-growth and trying to heal all of my childhood wounds and all kinds of stuff like that. Like, I'm really working on myself a lot this year, and I feel like I've been steadily moving towards being in a good place again. So I know this has nothing to do with makeup, what I'm saying right now, but I just wanted to let you know I'm proud of myself, and that's something that I will be saying a lot over the next year, and this has put me in a really good place and a happy mood for the new project pan's about to start. So I just want to say thank you to everyone who has watched these all year and has been super supportive and has just left comments. I know I haven't been great about commenting back to people, but I do read them as I see them come onto my phone mainly. I will read them. If I can, I will obviously comment back and heart them and all of that. But I do appreciate every single one of you. Like I said, it's been a hard couple of years, I think, for all of us. And I just really appreciate all of the support you guys give me and the motivation that gives me to continue doing this and making videos for you guys. So I really do appreciate it. I hope you all are having an amazing start to your 2023, and look out for my new project pans. I will see you in those, and I'm very excited about it. So thank you so much. Hit the like button if you would like to. Hit that subscribe button if you would like to stick around. And remember, there's always magic to be found. And I hope that means I see all of you in my next video. Bye.
Alright, ooh baby, just hold tight. We're up the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light, believe in the magic.